Hi chaps, Simo P here from Beard, Biceps and Batchat. Today I'm bringing you some gameplay in the Tier 9 Waffenträger on Ensk. Now the reason I want to show you this gameplay today, I've shown a Waffenträger replay fairly recently in the last week and a half. In that replay I play it much more as a sniper. What you're going to see today is me playing the Waffenträger a lot more aggressively, and just to see how that looks. Now, the map and the tier of the game kind of force that upon me. I could go down the 9-0 line, spot for my team, and just take opportunistic sniper shots, but being top tier and having quite a lot of armour on the red team, I felt I needed to be a lot more aggressive just to make sure I'm helping my team out as much as... What an idiot. Sorry. Help my team out as much as possible. Well, I've never seen a Borsig do that before. Talk about using your camo rating to the best of your ability. So, as you can see, I'm just peeking out with my back end, well, I say the engine, the very back of the hull of the tank, just to make myself a smaller target as possible. Now I'm not spotted at the moment. I know we have the leopard who is sitting on top of the building, hold down nice and safe. This Borsig is anything but safe. Have we got him? Nope, another tank gets the shot first. But yeah, so I've got quite a lot of responsibility being top tier, do a lot of damage for my team, but also the penetration on my gun and the alpha damage is a fairly big deal here, so I don't want to have it wasted just sitting down the 9-0 line. As you can see, one of the other TDs has it covered anyway, and it just wouldn't enable me to have as much influence as the game as what I need to have in this. Now you'll notice I'm making quite a lot of effort not to be too aggressive just yet. Again, it's the initial usual reason is conserve my HP, but also that leopard will shred me if I start pushing too aggressively. He's in a really great position. He's got 3 tanks shooting at him. He's not spotted. I mean, we all know where he is. So he's really stalling our advance. The rest of the team's deployed fairly well. We're not really pushing the 9-0 line. I wouldn't really expect us to with this many heavy and mediums. So we're all congregating down the road, down the F line, just sort of take pot shots and try and take advantage of each other as best we can. Finally nailed a shot into the leopard. Hopefully he's on his last legs. He's a one hit now. Hopefully the other guys are sort of zeroed in on where they can and can't hit him. Just so we can get the game rolling. There we go, fluff a shot. There we go, tank dead. We can finally start pushing and being aggressive. Now it's worth bearing in mind the OHO on my right, I'm going to be using quite a lot as a meat shield. The reason for that is the armour on this tank is very thin. Pretty much everything can go through it. I don't mind trading HP to get shots, but if I can use someone to protect my vulnerable hull and so. Now most of the red team is still fairly clunked up in the middle, so I'm just going to proceed down the one line and just look to take opportunistic shots as they present themselves through the gaps in the building. We've got the OHO targeting someone down there. This guy using him as cover, so I'm going to do a drive-by shot on the fatherland. Zoom in once I realise he's not aiming at me. First shot. Keep pushing just to get as much as my hull out of the field as far as possible. Last shot into the fatherland just to take him out for the first kill. Done. Now I'm about to push on, just deciding where I want to apply my gun, just checking everyone's HP. Then I notice this very cheeky T29 who's pushed far too far forward. Unfortunately, the OHO eats my shot into his flank. Thank God friendly fire isn't turned on. So I'm just going to wait for him to pop out. I know I'm spotted, but nothing can really take advantage of me being out in the open there. So the first shot takes him out, second kill. And again, I'm just assessing the situation, just assessing everyone else's HP. Now I've noticed I've been spotted, so it's got to be from something behind me, as nothing in front of me or to the side could see me. So we put a shot into the VK, he bounces it, and I need to decide, do I want to push forward or do I want to deal with this TD that's creeping behind us? Now this OHO is making it very difficult to get this shot onto him. So we line up, put it into his gun mantlet, take him out for the third kill. Again, I could push into the middle, help deal with those heavies, but I want to start dealing with their stranded tanks. So 75 gets a shot in. We take him out for the fourth kill. We're brawling fairly well at the moment, playing this tank fairly aggressively. Again, I'm just assessing the situation. Borsig or 3 tanks in the middle. I decided better to take out the Borsig. Admittedly, I'm probably needed more in the middle, but I have no doubt with on 4 kills, looking for 2 more at least for the Top Gun. I've got myself excited, and we go for the drive-by on the Borsig. Now we notice the T25 too. He gets his shot in. You'll notice when I go past here, I'm not auto-locking. I'm moving my turret to where I think he'll be and letting him drive into, well, driving my reticle over him. That way, he's not, or sorry, I'm not bypassing him while my turret is still trying to lock onto him and missing my shot. So it's quite important to do if you're playing your Waffenträger aggressively. Again, we go for it again, fluff the shot, or he bounces it, we eat a shot. So I've got to be a little bit cautious here. I'm moving my turret and my hull just to transverse as quickly as possible. We aim in, put a shot into him for the 6th kill. Now it's at this point I notice it's fairly close. 2 DTs, I'm a 1 hit to whatever's left alive. We've got our artillery. So what I want to do here is just assess the situation. We've got 1 TD going for their base to cap them out. Our RT's going into a nice location, escaping the, I think it's a VK and the T-34-100 that's left alive. They're capping, we're capping, our cap's ahead. So I decide I'm going to not push aggressively on our base. I'm going to push onto our base just so I can spot the tanks that are capping for our artillery to take advantage of. But I need to be a little bit careful so I'm not 1 hit. So I'm going to push roughly about to here. I notice a T-34-100. I've got to risk the snapshot so he doesn't take me out. Now I'll be honest, that's quite lucky for my 7th kill. He had the car in front of him, which would have taken a lot of the penetration of the shot. So I'm just going to wait for my 6th sense to drop off so this VK doesn't just take advantage. Now, this is a bit of a mistake. I'm pushing fairly aggressively. I get spotted first. I've got a lot of my tank out in the open. Now, I know some people will be thinking, why doesn't he take his shot here? The reason is, if I put my shell through the wall, it'll clear him to take me out in 1 hit. So instead, I'm just going to see if I can entice him out just a little bit, get a snapshot off, pull back, turn my hull so the majority is behind the wall, and hope Artie takes him out. Now, worst case scenario, I want to slow him down for 18 seconds so we win by cap. So I just peek me back out, put the shot into him, and then he blows me up. So we've ended up with 7 kills. I've edited a bit there. First class, 5k damage. I hope you're enjoying the content, guys. I hope you enjoyed the new opening. Let me know what you think of it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you're getting on with your on-track grinds, and I'll catch you next time, chaps.